When I read the books when I was young, I either identified with, well, each of them at different points of my life. Sometimes I wanted to be flirty and fashionable and artsy, and that's very much Amy. And sometimes I wanted to be solid and generous and kind, which is Beth. And sometimes I wanted to be rebellious like Joe, and not wanting to grow up. And then other times I was the eldest, so I was the responsible one like Meg. I was born in Belfast, Ireland, and moved to Calgary when I was very young. And so I grew up there and fell in love with performing, first through Irish dance and then through acting and other types of dance. Anything that was on the stage I adored. And then it wasn't until about around 2012 that I started thinking about directing. I had been choreographing and I had also stage managed, and I had done pretty well producing. I had done everything in theater up until that point except direct. Marian, who wrote this version of the play, took actual dialogue from the book and put it in the play. So some of the dialogue is word for word. But of course you can't span 6 years in a 2.5-hour time period. We get the best of the book on the stage. It's a coming of age story, which is very appropriate for students that are coming of age, right? Actors finding the core of themselves in those characters is what I'm trying to bring out. The students that are the cast and my stage management team, they are fantastic. We're having a really great time. It's a hard work, but it's also very, very rewarding. We've had a lot of laughs. We've cried a bit. Good crying though. Nobody got yelled at or anything. It's just emotion. The play is emotional, as we know. Intimacy is a big key word in theater these days, and how we create that intimacy. And in this, it's familial intimacy. So how do you create that when you have only a very short period of time to develop that, when it's come from years of them living together, right? How do you bridge that gap? And so Megan Quinn, the intimacy director, and myself have come up with a way of working on that, and it's been very successful, which is great. Wrapping the audience in a big blanket of love. That's what I'm hoping to do. It's a love story, like it's love. It's a family who go through really hard times and yet find the best of each, bring out the best in each other and continue on. But also, I'm excited to tell the cast and the stage management team